Guys, Caden here. As you could tell from the video title that I'm going to be doing the gender tag. The gender tag is a video that a very good YouTuber that I like very much, Ashley Wylde, created as a way for us to start the discussion on gender and gender identity and gender expression. If you want to, I'll link her YouTube in the description. You should check her out. She does a lot of great discussions about gender, gender identity, gender expression, and how the world sees these things. So let's get started. Question number 1. How do you self-identify your gender, and what does that definition mean to you? I personally self-identify as transgender male, or FTM, female to male. I am a trans man, and what does that mean to me? It means that I was not born as the same gender that I see myself as. So I am taking steps to become the man that I have always known that I am. Question 2. What pronouns honor you? I use he, him, his pronouns. Describe the style of clothing that you most often wear. I wear men's clothing always. I mostly joggers, jeans, khakis, sweatshirts and hoodies normally, and hats, button downs, t-shirts. I normally shop at American Eagle, Arrow, PacSun, Kohl's, Walmart. It really doesn't matter. Question 4. Talk about your choices with body hair. How do you style your hair? Do you have facial hair? What do you choose to shave or choose not to shave? Okay. My choices with body hair. How do I style my hair? Basically, I wake up in the morning and I go like this, and I either put a hat on or I walk out the door. I have really curly hair, so it doesn't really do much, so I have to cut it the way that I want it to stay. I get a 3 on the sides, an 8 on the top, and I fade it into the 3. Other than that, I don't really have to do much to it because it just stays and doesn't do anything. Do I have facial hair? I have a little bit of a mustache, and I'm starting to grow some stragglers along my neck and things, which I'm really excited about. What do I choose to shave or choose not to shave? I haven't shaved my face in a while, but I normally shave my face just because it tickles my face, and I'm not used to it yet. I shave my armpits. I shave there. I do not shave my legs. It just helps me pass better when I wear shorts. I don't really have hair anywhere else, so. Number 5, talk about cosmetics. Do you choose to wear makeup? Do you paint your nails? What types of soaps and perfumes do you use, if any? I do not wear makeup. I never have. I never will. I just don't like the way it feels. You wear makeup, good for you. If you don't, good for you. Doesn't really, whatever. Do I paint my nails? I do not paint my nails. I have a problem with biting them, and it just causes me uncomfortability. It causes me discomfort when there's nail polish on them. I never have, and I just don't like it. What types of soaps and perfumes do you use, if any? Soap-wise, I use Irish Spring body wash, and I wear men's cologne. I have New York Night, some kind of body spray and then a clear cologne too. I'm still trying to find my scent, so I'm not really sure what it is yet. But I did find a spray at American Eagle that I really like that I think I'm going to buy. Have you ever experienced being misgendered? If so, how often? It's all the time. Not so much now since my voice has dropped, but it still does happen. It happened a lot when I was little, people confusing me for a little boy, which I was always okay with, but people around me weren't always great with it. Yeah, so it happens all the time. It's probably always going to happen. It doesn't really bother me so much anymore, but it did at the beginning of my transition. Do you experience dysphoria? How does that affect you? Yes, I experience dysphoria. How does it affect me? Basically, I have very bad top dysphoria. It prevents me from being able to get within close proximity of people a lot of the times. Hugs are very uncomfortable for me. I just don't like the way that everything feels when I hug other people. So if I'm not wearing my binder, then I just choose to refrain from that. Some days dysphoria is worse than others. Some days I don't have any at all. It really is just depends on the day. I can't say why or how that happens. It just is something that happens. And when it happens, it's pretty crippling. It's hard for me to think about anything else, and it's hard for me to go about my day normally as I would if it was a day that I was not having any kind of dysphoric thoughts. Talk about children. Are you interested in having children? Would you want to carry a child if that were an option for you? Do you want to be the primary caretaker for any children you may have? Am I interested in having children? Yes. I want to be a father in the worst way. It is actually kind of a problem. I love kids. Would I carry a child if it were an option for me? No. I've never wanted to carry the child ever. I just don't like that idea at all. Do I want to be the primary caretaker for any children you may have? I'm not opposed to it. I'm not 100% for it. I like kids, and I want my partner to like kids, and I want to be able to spend time with my children and have my partner spend time with my children, and whatever may happen, may happen. 9. Talk about money. Is it important for you to provide for a family financially if you choose to have one? Is it important to you that you earn more than any partner you may have? Do you prefer to pay for things like dates? Are you uncomfortable when others pay for you or offer to pay for you? Okay. Is it important for me to financially provide for my family? I would like to contribute to it. I'm not necessarily opposed to any one person making more money than the other. It doesn't bother me. If my wife were to make more money than me, it wouldn't bother me. I think if you're in a relationship and you build a family, it should be pretty 50-50 financially provided per person. Is it important? Do you prefer to pay for things like dates? I do. I do prefer to pay for dates. It's just the way that I am. Am I uncomfortable when others pay for me or offer to pay for you? It really depends. If we're in a relationship for a while, it gets less uncomfortable, but sometimes it really just depends. Depends on the person, depends on the financial situation, it depends on everything. Number 10. Is there anything else you want to share about your experience with gender? I think gender is a load of crap. I think gender is not well talked about. I think gender is forced upon us, and I think if we are going to force gender upon people and have them live that way, I think the discussion about gender needs to happen at a younger age. I think that the United States, especially, health education is not good for our children and youth, and I think there are a lot of confused people under the ages of 12, 13, 14, definitely under the age of 18 and 21, that are having trouble with their gender identities. And I think because it is not spoken about, or information is not provided to them about these things, it becomes very difficult for our youth, which is why we have such a problem with youth suicide in this country. I think if we started the discussion about this and made it part of everyday life, this would not be such an issue. If the youth and the adults are not willing to learn, we are not ever going to advance from where we are now. We're never going to be a progressive nation that accepts all individuals in this country, and I think that's very sad. Gender should not play such a huge role in everyday life, but it does. And for that, education on gender and gender identity and gender expression needs to increase severely. All I have about the gender tag as far as my transition and my updates go, this week was a pretty big week for me. I changed my name legally on Monday. The court signed the decree for my name to be legally changed to Caden James. I became 6 months on testosterone on Tuesday, and on Wednesday I changed my license to my new legal name, and today is Transgender Day of Visibility. So this has been a crazy week, and I'm super excited to see where the next 6 months brings me. I cannot wait for all of the changes and big things that are to come now. And I am proud to say that I'm happier than I've ever been. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, share, subscribe, leave any comments that you may have in the description below. I will link the video. I will link Ashley Wylde's YouTube in the description. You should definitely check her out. She's one of my favorites. And if you have any suggestions for any other videos that you want to see or have done, let me know. And if not, I will see you next time.